Hello there everyone, Shibby here. Hope everyone out there is doing well and taking back once again with some more Pokemon trading card game Pocket. Today's video, I wanted to try out this Infernape deck that I built and see if I can manage to win a game or two online with it. It's pretty simple in its composition. It just revolves around Infernape, Moltres, and Arcanine. It's really all not that much different from your traditional Charizard deck. All we're doing is taking Charizard out and putting Infernape in just to see if there's a similar synergy with Moltres and Arcanine here. But yeah, just in case you're curious, I will have the entire deck list in the description of the video below, and I'll try to explain my game plan behind this deck when we actually get in some matches. But yeah, that's enough of me rambling, and let's go find our first game. Alrighty, looks like we found our first opponent here, and we unfortunately are going to have to go first, which always sucks unless you're playing a water deck. But we do start with Moltres, but we got nothing to build up in the back just yet, unfortunately. But yeah, like I mentioned before, this deck, if you're familiar with Charizard and how that's run, it is not any different from that, other than we just took Charizard out and put Infernape in, just to see how it will work with the Infernape setup rather than a Charizard. But we're going to look at a water deck right out of the gate, which is a no bueno. And we got our Monferno, but no Chimchar or Growlithe, so that's unfortunate. So yeah, essentially all we're trying to do is we got Moltres out in hopes to build something up in the background here, which we don't have yet. So hopefully we can get all the trainer cards and evolutions in our hand and draw into something good here. I'll take anything at this point. We don't want to get a bad start against a type disadvantage. But the good thing is that Moltres is weak to lightning and not water, so we do have that going for us. But they are going to opt to power up the Palkia in the background. And we drew Moltres, which we didn't need another Moltres, but them's the breaks, I guess. Well, I guess we will power up this bench Moltres because we can. I was hoping to get started a little bit faster than this, but looks like that's not going to happen. We just get the one energy in the Moltres, and now it's our turn. But yeah, so if you're not familiar with Infernape, it's not that much different from Charizard, with the exception of Infernape gets started a lot faster. It only takes 2 energy to get Infernape going. The caveat with Infernape is that it loses all energy attached to it when you attack, so it really doesn't like behoove you like Charizard to continually keep stacking energy onto it so you can keep attacking repeatedly. So once Infernape comes in, you kind of burn out and then kind of swap out because you can't really stack energy on him. And there's our Chimchar, so we can actually start building the right Pokemon now, which is always good. But unfortunately, we can't. Infernape does lack power, like Charizard does. Unlike Charizard, I should say. And I'm going to get just 3 tails. But that's okay. We only need the two fire energy to get Infernape going. Infernape only hits for 140 is what I was trying to say earlier, where Charizard hits for 200. That is the trade-off there. But you're supposed to be able to get Infernape started faster, which I've not been able to do. But hopefully we'll be blessed by the coin toss gods and they will fail. Well, this keeps getting worse all the time. And they're just going to transfer all the energy in this Palkia, and down goes our Moltres. Alright, well, the unfortunate thing about the strategy is that we need time to build, and if we're going to get hit by a Misty, we're not going to have that time. So we're kind of already in bad shape. Arcanine, but with no Growlithe. It's kind of worthless to me, unfortunately. And I think I might be shit screwed because he's going to use that Vaporeon to to just build up Palkia again. So we unfortunately ran out of time when he hit on that Misty. That kind of did us in. And me getting just fucking tails on everything is not helping at all either. The coin toss gods hate me. They really, really do. But yeah, I think this match is unfortunately a wash already. Because yeah, he's going to move those 2 energy over, and our Moltres is just going to get 1 shot. And Palkia is going to sweep our 2 Moltreses before we could draw on anything, and then that's going to be the game, unfortunately. But them's the breaks. Well, when Misty works, it really works. But yeah, a good game to that opponent. I will go out and find another match and I hope have a little bit more success. I'll be back when I find my next game. Alrighty, looks like I found my next opponent here. And we're going second, so that's a much better start already than when we had the previous go around. And once again, we drew the Moltres and nothing else. You would think I have no basic cards in this deck. But we do have a Pokeball in hand and Professor Oak, so we can hopefully get started a little bit faster. Preferably we get our Chimchar off that Pokeball, but we'll have to see how we're treated on this day. Knowing my luck, it'll be our other Moltres. But the real challenge is to see if our opponent's going to play. Alright, so we're going up against a Psychic deck, which could mean pretty much anything. Mewtwo, Mew, Alakazam. Who knows? It's Mewtwo. It's always Mewtwo. Don't know why I doubted it. Okay. So the bright side is we do get to go second. So hopefully, if things go our way, we can get to building a little bit faster than what we did in that first match. And we get a Sabrina, not bad. We'll use our Pokeball first before we use our Oak. Alright, we get Growlithe, that's not bad. So hopefully I hit preferably on an Arcanine here with a old Oakie. And we get a Leaf and another Pokeball, not bad. So hopefully this is a Chimchar, preferably. And it's another Moltres, alright. So since there's no Chimchar, we're going to have to kind of go with the Arcanine build for this go around. If I ever see it. Okay, let's hope we hit on some coin tosses here. Alright, this one heads. 2. Right, not bad, I'll take it. Now we can get Arcanine going. If we can get lucky enough to draw into it in the next round. Because we'll be able to get this Ralts out of here. Which would be very, very good. So the Mewtwo can get started. Because we definitely don't want Gardevoir in the back row. But they're going to opt to bring Mewtwo up, which makes sense. They want their engine in the background, and there's Krilla. Okay, let me hit on this Arcanine. Come on. Let me do it. As I put another Mewtwo down. Alright, show me something good, deck. Come on. And we get Monferno, which is not very good, unfortunately. Alright, hopefully they don't have their Gardevoir. But this is the bane of fire decks, unfortunately. This takes so long to get going that if your opponent hits on what they need, you're just kind of done. But it's not over yet. I can draw into an Arcanine and hopefully turn this around. But that's kind of more or less what we're waiting on now. And they have their Gardevoir, so they can get 2 energy into Mewtwo. Which is definitely not what we need here. And I don't know why they'd waste that, because I'm just going to Sabrina in this other Moltres. But that already has an energy into it. Alright, all we do is trade one Moltres for another, which, that's fine. It's going to have to be fine. And we get another Leaf. Damn, I'm just not getting anything on these draws. I guess we'll put another energy into Moltres, because we don't we don't need it. And we're going to lose this Moltres next turn, unfortunately. Because we're probably going to get hit for 150. And, well, this other Moltres can attack at the very least. I was wondering what's happening there. I could have hit. I hit heads. Ooh, this is lagging awfully bad. What's happening here? Alright, it looks like... God, what in the world? Hopefully this corrects itself. Starting to look real, real bad. But they get the other energy into Mewtwo. And they're going to take out our Moltres. God, this is choppy as hell. Alright, now it's starting to get a little bit smoother. Alright, well, we lose our Moltres. I guess I'm going to bring this other Moltres in as fodder. Even though we're just not drawing anything. Well, we're going to lose our Moltres probably next turn. But I guess we just have to kind of be annoying and delay and see what we get to bring in here. They're going to have to bring in the other Mewtwo, makes sense. And I guess we're just going to attack. That's all we can really do. I just, for 2 consecutive games, have just drawn jack and shit. Which is very, very unfortunate. But at least it started to smooth out a little bit here, so it's not so choppy. I know what the hell happened there. But that's okay. Alright, so he gets his 2 energy in the Mewtwo. We're going to get pop for 50 here. 60, excuse me. Unless they have a leaf. Well, no, I guess they've already spent their energy, so it doesn't really behoove them to play a leaf of any kind. Alright, I've got to have Arcanine here. And didn't get it. This is a game over. Well, that really sucks, unfortunately. And it doesn't really do me any good to Sabrina anything in. Just, the luck of the draw was absolutely just not on my side. Couldn't hit on Arcanine or Chimchar early enough to make use of anything. And that is just unfortunately my luck for today so far. And yep, we're going to hit for a solid 150, and that's going to be GG's, unfortunately. Giovanni just put some stank on it, of course. And we're going to hit for 160, and down goes our Moltres, and that'll be all she wrote, unfortunately. Well, just unfortunate draws these past two games. Hopefully, luck will be on my side in the next one. Karma's got to even itself out somewhere. Or luck, I should say. But good game to that opponent, and I'll be back when I find my next match. Alrighty, looks like I found my next opponent here, and we do get fortunate enough to go second, or are fortunate enough to go second, I should say. We get a Moltres and a Chimchar. It's about time. It's about time I've had a halfway decent hand. I don't know what's been going on. I don't know who I pissed off or made angry to sour my luck so bad. Alright, we're going up against Mischievous, so we're going up against a Miss Magus deck. Miss Magus and what is the real question? Because you don't really need to run Gardevoir with this. Because you only need 2 energy to get the Miss Magus going, so you don't really need much. Okay, this is the first. This is a very unique deck. I'm all for that. But okay, let's see if we can get started a little bit faster here. We do have our Growlithe as a safety net, which is good. And Professor Oak will dictate what we do. Well, we got both options available to us. It gave me everything I needed. So I guess we'll start building up Infernape, because Infernape takes nothing to get going. We just need the 2 energy for that. And then we'll build up Arcanine along. We'll be able to build up everything. So we don't need to put any more than 2 in the Chimchar, because it would just be a waste. Because Infernape discards all energy attached to it when it attacks. So we'll just build up Growlithe now. But we have to get over Confusion first. Alright, we get a Leaf. And let's go ahead and evolve into Arcanine. And we'll get our Monferno out. Now, it really doesn't matter too much if we hit it with a Moltres or not, because the next turn we're going to get what we need regardless. I almost forgot to play as Professor Oak. I should probably do that. So I'm not going to sweat it too much if we get Tails. We do get another Chimchar. And Monferno. So if we could draw another Infernape, we'll be really good. And we hit in our heads. Now we have to hit on the real coin toss. Alright, well we do. We get lucky again. That's what I'd like to see. We get 2. So we got Arcanine ready, and we got this Chimchar, our backup one, halfway there. And next turn, we can just escape with Leaf. And he must have not drawn his Miss Magus yet. Now, thankfully, we can still escape, even with Moltres being confused. So, let's see what we get here. We get another Growlithe, which is fine. And we'll put another energy into this Chimchar. Just have that ready. Evolve it up into Monferno. We'll get Infernape out. I'll probably attack with opt to tag in Infernape first. And then sub Arcanine in, since we don't actually have a retreat cost with Infernape, and then build him up again in the background. Let Arcanine be our tank after we get Infernape going here. Hit Mischievous for a solid 140. And we get our... And they conceded immediately. They must have bricked pretty bad. I feel that. I've been going through that today myself. Alright, we get our first win on the board with Infernape, finally. But hopefully we can string a couple more together. But good game to that opponent, and I'll be back when I find my next match. Alrighty, looks like I found my next opponent here. And we're going to have to go first this go around, which sucks. I hate going first. And I will never not complain about it. Alright, we get our Moltres though. We've had Moltres in every starting hand, which is good. I just never, more often than not, I've not had anything else to back him up. But hopefully with this Pokeball, we hit on our Growlithe since we have Arcanine in hand. So if we get that going first, that'd be good. And we're going to give us Garchomp. I actually haven't seen too many Garchomp decks, which is kind of surprising. Alright, let's get our Chimchar in. Let's play our Pokeball. Hopefully the odds are a little bit better when we get our Growlithe. Get another Chimchar, which is good, but also a little bit unfortunate, but we still have another turn to build since we couldn't actually do anything with Moltres because we went first anyhow. But they're going to get to build up their Gibble. I've never known how to say that correctly. I don't know how to say most things correctly. And we're going to eat 20 damage here. And we see our Infernape. Okay, that's good. Alright, so we'll go ahead and evolve into Monferno. We'll get an energy into our Moltres here. And hopefully we hit into 2 heads. Show me 2. Alright, not a good start. And instead, I'll hit 3 tails. I feel like that's what I mostly get with Moltres. Damn, I need really to stop playing coin-based decks because I feel like it rarely, if ever, goes my way. I wish there were statistics, like where you could see like how many heads you've hit versus how many tails you've gotten. I would love to see how skewed mine are. But alright, well, we're going to have to build Monferno a little bit more slowly than I would have liked. And he's got a good bite out. And we're going to get hit for 60 here. And he's got a Jurgigon in the background there. Now, will he opt to tag to make... He didn't attack at all? Oh, he needs a fighting energy. Okay, I didn't even realize. I didn't realize that Gabite needed a water and a fighting energy like Garchomp does. Alright, so I'm going to opt to do... well, I thought... Never mind, I thought I had energy in front of already. I was going to put that energy into the other Chimchar, but that would have been stupid. Alright, well, we need at least 1 because we got to be able to get Moltres out next turn. And instead of getting 3 tails, we got 3 heads. That's nice. Alright, well, it doesn't behoove me to put any more than 1 into Infernape. Alright, well, we'll survive or hit. And we can one-shot a Garchomp, because I think it only has 100 health, if I remember right. Excuse me there. Oh, so this is Garchomp Dragonite. Interesting. Alright. Oh, never mind. Why did I think Garchomp had 100 health? Boy, am I stupid. But it doesn't matter. Infernape still one-shots. But we do lose our energy in return. Alright, Moltres is going to survive, but ever so slightly. And we get another Moltres. I'm going to keep it in... Actually, no, I'll play it. I'll play it. I was going to keep it in hand, but I think we may need a healthy Moltres before we need Arcanine. And we're going to retreat. Get Infernape in. And then knock out this Garchomp. I imagine they're probably going to bring Jurgigon in, and then we're going to Sabrina in whatever Dratini we can get immediately. We don't want to get Dragonite going. Especially with 3 EXs out here. That could be an insta-win. All right. So I've got to tag Infernape right back out. And they've already got their Dragonair, which is bad. But they need a lightning energy, though, to make this work. So they're running lightning fire, or lightning fighting and lightning. Kind of makes it really hard to hit on that. They could also be running fire, too. And since I see no lightning energy coming up just yet, I think I will just keep Infernape out. Because even by the time I get Moltres back in, there's really not going to be any point to it. So we'll just chill with Infernape here. Now, even if he gets Dragonite, and I Sabrina something in, he's probably not going to Sabrina in the Dragonite, I would wager. It will probably be the Dratini, and he's got his Dragonite. They still need a lightning energy to make that go off, so we do have a little bit of time, thankfully. And time is what fire decks need. All right, we get a second Monferno, which is good. So we get our final Infernape, we can get 140 into 140. All right, we're going to play Sabrina and see what they opt to tag in here. Are they willing to lose to Dratini over this? And then next turn, I won't care if Jadrudagon's up or not, because we'll just knock it out. Well, presuming I draw into Infernape. Then I won't care attacking into it. But they're going to decide here. All right. Let's take out this Dratini then. And we got a comfortable lead here. We just need to get our Infernape built up before they draw the lightning energy they need. At this round, they're gonna get what they need next turn. And they could potentially KO 2 Pokemon with is it just bench or is it everybody? Alright, it's just 4 Pokemon chosen at random. Okay. Well, he's gonna get the lightning energy he needs next turn. So what I'm gonna do is be a pain in the ass and bring this Drudagon in. Because I know I care attacking into it next turn, and they need 2 energy to get it out. So they would have to waste their lightning energy to for 2 turns they don't have, unless they have a leaf. And maybe because they're pausing so long, I may have them in the corner here. Or cornered, I should say. So hopefully they don't have a leaf, because that would complicate things. And make me have wasted what I just did for no good reason. They have a leaf. Or, no, they don't. Okay, never mind. You scared me there for a second. But it is all ogre now. Alright, let's take this Drudagon out. And that's for game. But we are going to take 20 damage. But that's okay. Everything's okay here. And we managed to get back-to-back wins on the board. So we're going to get the 500 here, which is good. Too bad we had 2 really bad rough start. But, you know, the Infernape deck is not too bad when you don't brick like you would not believe. But I do believe I'm going to end the video here, though. Quit while we're ahead, now that I've managed to string some wins together. But yeah, feel free to leave me any notes on how I can improve this deck and make it better. I'm sure this is probably not the best way to run Infernape, but this is just the first way I wanted to try it. And yeah, if you made this far in a video, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe if you like it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.